welcome back. After learning two tenses in future, that is simple future and future continuous, today in this video we are going to learn future perfect and future perfect continuous tense together. As future perfect and future perfect continuous tense are not that much useful and are used very less and very rare. But because they are part of tenses, we must know how to use them. So let us start with future perfect tense first, and then we will move to future perfect continuous. So here we have the future perfect tense. The form we use in future perfect tense is subject plus will have plus verb in past participle form. Future perfect tense is actually used to talk about those actions which will be completed by a certain future time. We will try to understand this with help of examples. The first example says, he will have left before you go to see him. You can see that will have is representing the future perfect. That means till the time you will reach there, he will have left the place. That means this action is completed by a certain future time. Next, see, by the end of this month, I will have worked here for 5 years. Now you can see in this example that I have talked about an action that will be completed. That means 5 years will be completed by the end of the month. Means future perfect tense takes a point in the future. Last example, end of this month shows that. And it looks back and talks about the completion of an action by that time, like completion of 5 years. So, by the end of this month, representing a point in the future, and completion of 5 years is showing completion of an action by that time. Future perfect tense is used when out of two actions it is necessary to emphasize that the preceding action will be completely finished before the succeeding action starts in the future. Sometimes the preceding action is implied and indicated by the use of words like ever, just, already, recently, so far, by the time, etc. For example, I think the news will not have been published so far. You can see the word so far here representing the preceding action. So, I am saying that by the time I will reach there, the news will not have been published. So, I can say that the tense is used when out of two actions it is necessary to emphasize or to pressurize that the preceding action will be completely finished before the succeeding action starts in the future. We use this tense to express time expression also. Words like since, for, how long, whole, throughout, all along can be used to show the time expression. Let us see the example. He will have known her for 2 years next month. You can see the duration for 2 years is indicating the time expression here. So, this was the future perfect tense. Now, let us try to understand future perfect continuous. In future perfect continuous tense, we use subject plus will have been plus verb in ing form. We use this tense to talk about an ongoing action. That means an action that will be in progress in the future. And to also mention the duration or length of that action at a particular time. You can see the examples here. I will have been teaching for 2 years next July. See, I am teaching and this progress is an ongoing action because I am still teaching and I will teach in coming years also. So, I will have been teaching for 2 years next July is showing future perfect continuous tense. Here, will have been is showing that. You can see one more example. We are going to decorate our room tomorrow. And by 10 p.m. we will have been decorated this room. You can see that in this example we have planned to do something in the future and we are talking about the duration. That is, by 10 p.m. we will have been decorated this room. So, this is again representing the future perfect continuous tense. This was our future perfect continuous tense. The future perfect simple and the future perfect continuous tenses are not that common. They are found very little in speech and writing as well. And generally, we don't use them. Actually, tenses are very extremely important and you will get better at using them with time and practice only. So here we end tenses and we have covered all the 12 tenses. I hope you learned it well. By the next session, keep watching, keep learning.